Ryan, Leafs Fan TV here. Leafs lose to Columbus 3-2, and I'm going to go off here for a bit. I know we're all happy about the Leafs making the playoffs, but tonight was a really disappointing performance. I know they have McElhinney in, but look, guys, you're about to go into the dance, and you blow a 2-goal lead. You can't be doing that. If you blow a 2-goal lead in the playoffs, you're not going to get past the first round. You have a golden opportunity to play Ottawa over Washington, and you throw that right down the goddamn toilet. Disappointing, really disappointing. In saying that, I mean, I'm thrilled, ecstatic they're in the playoffs, but boy, guys, if you're going to blow 2 goals leads, that's not going to last very long. So we'll wait. We'll see how the week plays out, and hopefully we can take one of the games in Washington and come home with a series split. All right, Ryan, Leafs Fan TV here. Another collapse by the Maple Leafs. Going in the playoffs, that's very risque. What do you guys think of that?
Well, if our defense don't start acting up and helping out with the goalie, then we're not going to make it far.
Well, I think tonight's collapse is going to hurt them in the long run. Washington's a lot harder of an opponent. Someone like Ottawa, where I'd have a little bit more confidence in us winning, but.
Well, the first period and the first half of the second period was great. The Leafs are going in 2-0, but then after that it was the kind of collapse, and then they just could never recover after the third period.
What can they do to prevent this from happening again? I mean, especially with a team like Washington on the horizon, they can't be collapsing like this. What are your thoughts? I mean, how do you stop it?
I mean, I guess better defense. I mean, the defense was kind of lacking in this game for sure, so it's for sure better defense.
How do you think they stop it?
I think they just got to work harder, build a better playoff mentality.
Yourself?
Well, Washington will choke again like they always do, so they got that going for them.
Defense, they just fell apart during the second period after their 2 goals.
I got to agree. If you look at all 3 goals, you can tell that, it's all defense that collapses, right?
Well, I think now that the young blood is going to get some playoff experience, I think Babcock's going to pressure him a little more, work him a little harder, and sure enough, they're going to get their chances.
Collapse has been such a theme over the year. Is this almost as part of their identity, or do you think this is just a learning curve?
From the past years, from how long I've been watching, it's a Leaf thing. Just gain the lead, blow it at the end.
So identity.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, I gotta agree with him. I don't know.
Well, I mean, this year we're pretty used to it with lots of third period losses, and I think we just gotta, as a rebuilding period in the team, it's a pretty good start to have the playoffs under our belt.
Yeah, I think the boys got to build their confidence up. I think they have to know what they can do and what they're capable of, and carry that on into the playoffs and be able to put together 6 solid minutes of hockey. And I think they'll be just fine.
It's a new team, a lot of young players, so hopefully they can pull something off.
What do you think of that? The Leafs haven't played Holtby at all this year, so they've only played Grubauer, and they're going to be playing Holtby. Do you think that's a bit of an advantage or disadvantage?
It can be an advantage, but looking at Washington's history, I think the Leafs might be able to win it in 7 probably. Avenge their 2013 loss to Boston and beat Washington this time.
You know what? The Leafs got shooters. The only question is the back end. We got some injuries tonight. Who can put the puck in the net is the only question I have. But we're gonna do it. Auston Matthews, hit him with the 4. Gang, gang, gang. We out here.
I think them making it into the playoffs is already a big step. No one expected them to even make the fucking playoffs.
What's your level of concern and disappointment after blowing that lead and losing the opportunity to play Ottawa?
So you know what? We left it all on the ice last night, right? That game should have been 10-0, right? Everybody was going bananas. Jake Gardiner put it in his own net. He redeemed himself last night. I have no question that we're gonna tear these playoffs up. No doubt.
Also, I think that us trying to face Ottawa is an easy way out. I think getting the Capitals is going to be a much better learning experience.
You know what? I agree, and I think long term that's the better. Regardless if they win or lose, that's going to be the better outcome for them, better experience. One of my concerns is playing a juggernaut like Washington when you have a team this experienced. At the same time, it could reverse and. That team, they're playing with house money now, right? So there's nothing expected of them. So
what happens if we beat Washington?
Exactly.
No lead is safe if we beat Washington.
Well, and I think that's the thing. The only surefire team in the East right now is Washington. So,
I wish we were playing Washington in the second round because then they'd be gone.
yeah. So who knows? Maybe the almost like the mystery box. You never know what you're going to get with this team. So maybe that'll come in handy against a team like the Capitals. Now, I believe you're a Blue Jackets fan. You must be a bit happy about that.
Oh yeah, excited. Jackets going to playoffs. Can't be any better.
You been worried with the way your second half has been?
Yeah, Jackets were down 7 games, lost 7 games in a row, and they got back tonight and got a victory.
Yeah, it is big for them. What do you think of the game tonight?
I thought it was awesome. I'm actually from Ontario, and I noticed there was only one other Columbus Blue Jackets fan in the building, but I have a very long story about why I cheer for Columbus.
Why do you cheer for Columbus?
Because when they had the changeover from the expansion league with the Montreal Canadiens, I had to follow I was sick of the French bullshit.
Okay.
So I had to no more Montreal Canadiens, no more Montreal French coaches, no more Montreal French players. So I followed my favorite player, Lyle Odeline, over to Columbus Blue Jackets with the expansion league, and I've followed him ever since. And as much as I love Toronto, this is my team. I've stuck with them the whole time, brother.
A bit of a rough second half of the season. How do you think they're going to do in the?
It's all good, man. It's all good.
How do you think they're going to do in the playoffs? Think they'll beat Pittsburgh?
You know what? Who knows? Who knows, man?
You know, it's really exciting. I think this is the first year outside of Washington. I think this is the first year in a while that the East is up for grabs.
I would have rather seen Toronto go up against Ottawa than Washington.
Yeah, same. I think we all did.
Now they're, it was a cool game. Yeah. It was very exciting. It was nice to see my team come back and get 3 in a row.
Yeah, not too thrilled about that one.
But it's all good, man. Cheers, guys.
Well, we'll see. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Have a good one, man.
You too, man.
Thanks for having me in Toronto.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love you guys.
What did you think of the game tonight? I mean, you must be pretty thrilled with wearing that jersey and everything.
Well, I was kind of afraid after the first 2 goals, but when the Jackets started coming back, I was like, yeah, let's do this. I was really excited when the Leafs took those penalties. I was like, you know what? It's a good chance tonight. They were on a 6-game losing streak, so it's nice to finally break that, It was good.
Are you concerned with the second half Columbus has posted? I know they go on that 10 or 16-game winning streak, but they've really cooled down and are playing 500 hockey, a bit dangerous going into the playoffs.
Yeah, it is a slight bit dangerous, but, they did win tonight, which is good to set an example of how to move forward in these playoffs,
Cheers, and until next time, go Leafs go, right, boys?
It's Leafs all day, baby.
Go Leafs, go.
Go Leafs go. There you have it, gentlemen.